I love the nature thing. I knew you were going to mention that at one point. I mean, obviously, from looking at my stuff that I
Oh yeah,
love
you're a nature guy.
I'm addicted. That's one thing is like, I kind of labeled myself as like, I'm always learning in biohacking. Obviously, I know a lot in like the fitness world of things, but it kind of coincides with biohacking in many ways. But outdoors, the outdoor biohacker. I love outdoors. I love biohacking. I also think that it's very important to be able to get into with nature, get in the outdoors, regardless of whatever hobby, passion, activity, whatever you have. I mean, I love to hunt. I love to fish. I love to ski, snowboard, dirt bike, all the things you can possibly imagine. I've done it. But the thing is that it's really the longevity, too, is where being able to stay healthy. I mean, I've talked to a lot of successful entrepreneurs, people that have accumulated a lot of their money. And what's funny about the biohacking space is that you get people that are actually older that made a lot of money, but now they're trying to make up for all that time and all those years of just killing their health to make the money, get the possessions. And now they're like, why am I sitting here feeling like I just I'm like, I don't know where to go now. Like, I just feel like there's something missing. Oh, there's something missing. And so they go to biohacking. But the thing is that the outdoors, I find a lot of guys that are now going outdoors just because it gives them more substance. And that's what I do for myself. And that's one thing that I want to help with other people, is to be able to guide them to the outdoors, see how it is. Because I haven't talked to one person that is from the city that I've taken out on an outdoor trip, and then them not wanting to go back and do it again and bring their kids and their family and all their friends, everything else. And they seem to get happier. But then the reason why, too, is they're tuning into the frequencies of Mother Nature, but they're also tuning out of the man-made frequencies of your TV, the meds, and all the rest. So I think you hit it right on the nail on that one with getting in tune with it. So,
and here's another point to that. It's not an either or, right? It's not like, oh, I can't live in this and I have to move into the middle of the woods to be able to do this,
yeah.
Or like I have to sacrifice a good career or a passion of mine to then focus on being like, no, don't think that. I feel like too many people take on this scarcity mindset of like, oh, I could only do this or I could do that. And, if I do this, I would have to sacrifice. That's just like an errant belief system. The world is abundant. You could do both, actually. I live in this city. I love what I do, and I still get out into nature as much as possible and prioritize my health. And it's like I could do both. And I know it's at times it feels overwhelming, like the work, but that's when I have to say, like, all right, let me go into nature and chill out for a little bit and not keep going down that route. And I see every little instance of distress in my body as a sign to do something, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you look at your, symptoms, your levels of distress or your levels of happiness as little bells, as canaries in the mind that, are telling you something's up, man, you better change, then change, listen to it. Your body is so freaking smart. It's miraculously smarter than your brain is actually. And it's always giving you input and information to do something. So, be able to do those. Don't think, oh, because I have a family, I can't do this and I can't go and I can't afford. Like, you could always find a way. So I think, don't feel that too many people feel it's, oh, I can only do this or that. You could do both. And maybe there's a little bit of sacrifice and compromise. Yeah, sure. But you can be able to live like a truly balanced life, be happy, healthy, successful, all these things. It's definitely there for you.
Yeah. And I think that with our, I'm in the millennial generation, then you have Gen Z, and it starts getting worse as time goes on with what society also drives is where it's like, be successful, work, do this. And it's like, you kill your health, you start you start getting materialistic over things that you don't really need. And you're really kind of taking out the experience factor. And also I think that really what keeps somebody going throughout life. And my dad actually educated me on this, and he's also the one that's taught me all the outdoor things. And he's like a legend in the outdoors. I talk him up, but he always told me is like, you're always like learning a skill set in the outdoors, regardless of whatever it is, you're constantly training your brain of something new. So you're almost giving yourself more drive instead of going into like this hamster wheel life of like work, be successful, buy a car, buy a house, buy this. And I know friends around me and I still love them, adore them, but I do know they're going to gravitate over to the direction that I'm at because I'm just kind of like living present. Like when it comes, it comes. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to enjoy my life, enjoy my little baby, my fiance, my family. I'm going to go and do these things because I do know that that drives success later on. And I've watched it. People that have put time and focus into other compartments of their life seem to still become successful in the long run. And that's one thing that media doesn't portray. Social media doesn't portray that. It's just like a, get wealthy quick, get this, get that. But they don't look at what that leads to: depression, all these other issues, familial issues, financial issues, obviously the health issues, and I feel like that's something that would need to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed more. And that's kind of like my goal anyways, is just to be able to guide people into a different direction. Not saying that I'm right, because I don't say even in the outdoors where you should hunt, because people are against hunting. They think it's political. Same thing with they're bringing politics into medicine. There's politics in everything. But I think that if somebody can just be able to come over this direction, they're going to see that there's more to life than just what everybody else is doing. And I think that people just want to follow instead of just follow what they feel and follow their heart and follow how they feel and go after it and go do it. Change the job, quit your job, go travel, go meet people from other countries. Because I'll tell you what, I've met people from every square inch of this world now at this point, working with Mr. Dave Asprey. And I will tell you that I have learned myself of like spending time with family, because in other countries, they take spending time with family very, like, they believe in it. So it's like, hey, take paternity leave, go do this, and go spend time with your family. And hey, just cancel that meeting because you don't need that meeting, and the thing is, in America, it's like, we're like one of the best countries, but we still have those flaws where we just are in that hustle and bustle of life. And we actually have one of the worst unhealthy countries in the world on top of it. I'm sure you know this, and it's just like, what's going wrong? We make all this money. We're a land of the free. It's the American dream. But yet again, we have a health crisis, and people are depressed. They're relying on their meds. But then other people in other countries are just living life, enjoying things, but they also don't get that quick fix. I think everybody has that quick fix here. It's like, get the pill, get good. Hey, we're going to join this business venture. We're going to become a millionaire overnight. We're going to go over here and go do this, and I'm going to go to Harvard, and I'm going to end up having the best career ever and dump money into it. So it's like, I feel like that's what we deal with now, unfortunately.